They called me in tears the night before my birthday. I almost didn't answer. The number flashed home, and for a second I felt 17 again, waiting for someone to finally say, "We're proud of you." But I already knew better. Graduation day smelled like roses and sweat. My sister, Elise, wore her valedictorian medal like a halo. Cameras loved her. So did they. Mom's mascara ran as she handed Elise a glossy envelope. "You deserve the world, sweetheart," she whispered. Inside, a fully paid trip across Europe. Paris, Rome, Santorini, the works. When my turn came, Dad cleared his throat, reached into his suit pocket, and handed me a small envelope. $10, a gas station gift card, and a lecture about gratitude. I smiled. I always smiled. That was my role, the quiet twin, the filler in family photos. But that night, I packed my life into one duffel bag and left before sunrise. No shouting, no drama. Just silence and the sound of the front door clicking shut. Elise posted photos from Rome a week later. Mom commented hearts on every one. They didn't notice I'd blocked them. They didn't notice anything. Not until the call. It started a month after I left. I was working nights at a design studio, sleeping on a couch in a windowless sublet, saving every cent. The city was loud, uncaring, perfect. I could disappear there. Then one morning, I saw Elise's face again, on a news article. Traveler's nightmare, luxury scam leaves tourists stranded. Apparently, the agency Mom booked through was fraudulent. They'd drained her credit cards, maxed out the family savings, and vanished. Elise was stuck in Milan with no return ticket. I remember sipping my coffee, reading the article twice, and smiling. Not because I was cruel, but because it wasn't an accident. The agency was real once. I'd found it myself, 3 years earlier, when I was saving for a trip I never got to take. I'd kept their old paperwork, their contact names, their weak security systems. So when Mom started bragging about how she found this amazing travel deal, I knew exactly where she'd been clicking. I didn't stop her. I guided her. One well-placed email, a perfect replica of the agency's rebranded website, and a small payment portal I built under their logo. It was surgical, quiet, invisible. The deposit went through. The flights were confirmed. All they had to do was show up. And they did, smiling at the airport, hugging Elise goodbye. They even posted a photo captioned, "So proud of our little world traveler." They had no idea they'd funded a phantom. A week later, the first call came. "Something's wrong with Elise's tickets," Mom's voice trembled. "They won't let her board. She's crying." I stayed quiet, let her talk. When she paused, I said, calm as a heartbeat, "That's awful, Mom. Maybe call the agency." "The number's disconnected." "That's strange." And it was, to her anyway. Over the next few days, I watched it unfold from a distance. Their accounts drained, their emergency funds locked under fraud review. Dad's car repossessed, the house listed for sale. The perfect storm, engineered, pixel by pixel, signature by signature. I never took their money. That wasn't the point. I rerouted it into frozen holding accounts under their names, delayed by legal red tape that would take months to clear. Enough to break their pride, not their lives. They'd survive, just, humbled. Elise got home eventually, pale and thinner, her smile gone from every post. And then came the call. "Please, honey," Mom sobbed into the phone, "we don't know what to do. Everything's falling apart." I let the silence stretch until it hurt. "Do you remember graduation?" I asked. She hesitated. Of course what does that, the gift card, the lecture." Her breath caught. "I remember what you said," I continued, voice steady. "Learn gratitude. Are you saying—" "I'm saying I did." And then I hung up. For the first time in years, the weight lifted. Not because they'd suffered, but because I'd finally spoken in a language they understood. Consequence. I didn't ruin them, I reminded them. That love, without fairness, is just cruelty wrapped in ribbons. A month later, I got a letter from Elise. Short, honest. I finally see it now. I'm sorry, I never noticed what they did to you. I folded it carefully and placed it in my drawer. Forgiveness wasn't the goal. Awareness was. Last week, Mom sent a text. No apology, just, dinner sometime? Maybe. But not yet. For now, I keep that $10 gift card pinned to my wall, a relic of the day I stopped begging to be seen. Because they were right, in a way. I did learn gratitude, just not the kind they meant.